Hey lovelies, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm coming at you with 5 tips for a more productive life. I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite ways to just be more productive, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, an entrepreneur, somebody who works a traditional 9 to 5. Stay tuned because I'm going to give you 5 amazing tips that everybody can apply to their lifestyle. If you guys are already subscribed, you will know I'm typically very long-winded, but today I'm going to try to keep it really concise to give you guys the good information. And basically that's it. I will say that I do think there's a slight difference between productivity and efficiency. Efficiency in my mind is trying to do things as quickly as possible. I do plan on talking about the topic of efficiency in another video. If you guys like that idea, give this video a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I would love to have you subscribe before you leave today's video. I plan on doing a lot more videos focused on productive and efficient living, so you will definitely want to stick around for at least that content. I have all of the information written down, ready to go to give to you guys, so let's get into the video. The first tip that I have for you is to focus on something called time management. This is a really broad topic that you are going to have to dive into and really figure out how time management can help you most efficiently in your schedule. So if that means putting a schedule on your day, even if you're a stay-at-home mom or even if you're somebody who doesn't work outside the home, maybe you need to actually implement a schedule for your entire day so that you know when you have certain times to do certain tasks and when you have time for downtime. As somebody who stays at home and works within the home, I really focus on time management to help me get every single thing done. When I'm with my daughter, I want to be super present with that time that I have with her because after all, I am first and foremost a stay-at-home mom, and I don't want to be kind of splitting my time between trying to spend time with her and focus on other things. I'm a true believer that if you're splitting yourself in a bunch of different ways, you're only giving a small percentage of yourself to each of those tasks. And a lot of tasks, like being a stay-at-home mom, require 100% of your attention. So if you are divvying yourself out too much and you're not doing well at time management, you're going to notice things falling through the cracks. You're being less productive overall. So having a very at least basic idea of a good daily schedule or weekly schedule or monthly schedule for your situation is key. If you guys are interested in hearing a specific breakdown of how I do my weekly time, let me know. Leave me a comment down below or DM me. I also have an Instagram page where I'm highly active. I will put my handle on the screen down here and you guys can go DM me or follow me over there and we could talk more about how exactly maybe to work out your schedule and how it compares to something that I do. My second tip for a productive life is to create lists. If you're not a list person, you need to become one. I sincerely believe that everybody needs to be keeping lists because the world is going so fast these days, you guys. So fast that somebody will talk to me about one thing at 1 p.m. and I will be like, oh, okay, sure, I'll do that. If I don't write it down by 1:05 p.m., I will completely forget. I think part of that is being a mom and having mom brain and just having so many things on your to-do list, including caring for and watching a little bean or multiple beans and making sure that all of that is managed. So that's a lot. But I've noticed a sincere increase in productivity by keeping lists, not only for things that I need to do like personally or for around the house. I keep lists in between my relationship. My husband and I keep a shared list on our Google, and that way we can add things to it. Maybe we are needing to talk about as a couple or as a family, things that we need to tackle. Your lists do not only have to apply to your business. Yes, it's great to create like a working list of things that you need to do, but it's also really good to apply it to your home life. Another really key positive that I see in keeping lists is a lot of times, since things are going so fast, lists are a great way to communicate. So like I said, my husband and I keep a shared one, and we both just know, like, if we have some downtime, we can go to those lists and see how we can be of help to the other person and continue to remain productive with our time. After lists, my third tip is going to be to hire it out. whatever you can, feasibly, whatever you can afford, I would recommend hiring out as many tasks as you possibly can. So once you kind of see those lists that you're making, it's really easy to communicate with your partner or your family or your work boss or partner and talk to them about your workload, your time management, and all of those things might be able to be handled by you, but there are maybe ways that you can become more productive with your time if you hired out or delegated tasks to other people. So for example, I recently started working with a Pinterest assistant. I realized that the amount of time I was going to spend teaching myself from the bottom up, trying to learn how to be a guru at Pinterest, was so much more work and so much more effort than if I were to hire or delegate those tasks to a Pinterest assistant. So with each thing that you're kind of thinking about whether or not you want to hire it out or keep it to yourself so that you can do it, you definitely have to weigh the pros and cons, whether that's more time with your family, more money. You just kind of have to figure out what the pros and cons are, but if you can, I think freeing up more time to be present and really focus on certain tasks rather than having a million going, delegating and hiring things out is also so key to productive living. My fourth tip kind of goes off of that, and that is going to be focusing on self-care. Now, before you click off this video, I know everybody talks about self-care. Everybody and their dog and their mom and their aunt talk about self-care, but it is so key. You guys don't have to spend a month at the spa doing self-care, but if that's how you re-energize and recharge yourself, then that's what you need to do. So whether it's 5 minutes doing some breathing, mindful exercises versus spending an entire week with a getaway on the beach, you know, whatever it is that you're gonna need to recharge your system is going to be so important to productive living. Everybody is juggling 100 tasks at the same time, and if you are charged at like 15% or 30%, imagine what more you could be doing, how much more you could be giving to each task if you were fully charged, or at the very least like a B or C average. So figure out what that is for yourself. You may not even realize that a certain thing like just sitting down in a quiet room for 5 minutes is self-care. So it doesn't, again, have to be super difficult. You just have to make it a point to include it. And the last tip that I have, I'm so proud of myself, this video is not gonna be that long, is to focus on who you are surrounding yourself with. I've heard this tip before in regards to like entrepreneurship and people saying if you surround yourself with successful people or people who are more successful than you, then that's going to drive you upwards. And that's so true in every aspect of your life. So if you have family members or coworkers or neighbors or somebody in your life that's causing you to have negative situations or circumstances or experiences, you need to try to eliminate those situations, or at the very least like back off from it a little bit. But at the very least you can say, I can't talk right now, and then remove yourself from the situation. And that could be applied to anybody, your coworkers, your family members, because it truly impacts you with the amount of negativity that's coming into your life. So you want to increase the amount of positivity, even if that's just you speaking to yourself positively, but you want to then decrease the negativity that you have in your life. So I know it's really hard to like completely cut out family members or people who live next to you or coworkers you see every day, but focusing on just kind of eliminating it as much as possible, even if it's not 100%. That's my last tip. I have so many more tips, but I wanted to keep this video concise and I wanted to get your guys' feedback. If you like this topic, definitely let me know again by giving this video a thumbs up or leaving a comment down below. I will definitely continue to do this series because it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I think that could be super impactful to so many different people's lives. There is going to be a video in the future specifically talking about whether you've maybe gone overboard in focusing on productivity and efficiency, but you'll have to stay tuned for that. So be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know every time a video of mine goes live. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give me your guys' feedback below. Do you implement some of these things already? Are you going to? How do you think it's going to impact your life? If you think this video would be beneficial to somebody else in your life, feel free to share it. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.